As a proud Catholic who grew up in a Catholic family, who went to a minor seminary in my high school years, I have good memories about being a Catholic. But one of the things which I am not going to also entertain is to allow individuals push their political agenda by using religion. And one of those individuals is J.D. Vance. But first, let's observe what J.D. Vance and the Trump administration are doing to ordinary people, and then we are going to discuss about it. One thing which you need to realize about religion is that it has been used throughout human history to commit heinous crimes. J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States of America, has found it convenient in 2026-2027 to convert into Catholicism. Anyway, he was converted before, but why is he excited about his spiritual growth in the Catholic Church? That is the discussion. That's the discussion which we are going to have in this video. J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States of America, in 2024 or before 2024, they ran on various promises. They gave some of the promises which they gave to ordinary Americans was there was no going to be new foreign wars. The living standards of ordinary Americans were going to be improved, and also they were going to take care of immigration. So that's why I showed you the previous video concerning the issue where a Catholic nun was being detained in ICE detention centers. You can see how this human being is so devastated. She was humiliated, more especially observing, I can say, her status in the society. But this is an individual, we can say somehow she had some connections. It's the Catholic Church. It's one of the biggest organizations on this planet. What is happening to those ordinary individuals who have no means even to secure decent lawyers? What is happening to young kids who the likes of J.D. Vance have gone ahead and put in these detention camps? So J.D. Vance in 2024 and before, they promised some of the things which I've already mentioned. And these things have turned into brutal force to most American people, and also to those even who are not the citizens of the United States of America. J.D. Vance promised there were not going to be new wars. Now they are currently involved in the Iran war, and this Iran war has pushed the ordinary lives of most Americans into most expensive life. Individuals can't afford gasoline. Individuals' their rent prices have increased. Individuals can't beat inflation. Only a few individuals, the likes of Donald Trump, are the individuals who are making 2 billion US dollars in 1 year. But the ordinary American, he is going poor and poor each every day. So J.D. Vance can't run on these promises which they made in 2024. So if J.D. Vance was genuinely interested in implementing the agendas which they promised before, why can't he improve on those promises which he made? It's because all of those promises they have already broken. For instance, the issue of immigration has gone and turned into a racist issue. We have seen how they handled the football game, the World Cup games in the United States of America. We have observed on how they are handling the war. We have observed on how they have gone ahead and given tax breaks to rich individuals, while more than 15 million ordinary Americans have been removed from medical kind of schemes. So these are the promises which J.D. Vance made. But now, since Catholic is kind of I follow social media a lot of the time, and one of the hottest topics, or one of the, I can say, some of the trending issues is how individuals are converting into Catholicism. JD Vance understands that around 20% of adult individuals in the United States of America are Catholics. So this is a nice kind of a population. So you can go ahead and be converted and be reincarnated and be a strong Catholic. But you as an individual who is interested or more especially not to be deceived, I seriously believe that you should not buy into this bullshit of JD Vance. JD Vance has gone ahead and failed the Americans. The ordinary American, JD Vance has failed him. The individuals who at least he has fulfilled their promises are the rich tech billionaires who is associated with. These are the individuals who were given tax breaks. So for JD Vance to come back and be reincarnated as someone who has found new religion, this is something which you should not buy. I strongly believe that. You should not buy this idea that JD Vance has observed a new religion. So JD Vance, in all these wars which Donald Trump has gone ahead and started, JD Vance probably was mute, but from the New York, I believe it was the New York Post, JD Vance said that the Iranians should be hit hard. And what does he mean by hitting them hard? Does it mean by going ahead and killing 120 young kids in Iran? So there was abrupt electricity blackout. So what does JD Vance mean by hitting them hard? Does it mean by going ahead and killing more than 120 young kids in Iran? Does it mean by encouraging Donald Trump to go ahead and post on social media that he is going to destroy civilization in Iran? If that is the individual, then the United States of America is interested to elect in 2028, then there is no hope. There are going to be more new wars. J.D. Vance, he has said that the issue of immigration is the problem in the United States of America. One of the things which I realized, there was an interview which was done by J.D. Vance by Politico. And one of the things which J.D. Vance said is that not said, but he never supported kind of a bill when he was a senator, which was going to allow ordinary Americans to form strong unions in order to protect themselves from the rich individuals who don't want to pay them kind of, I can say, a decent wage. J.D. Vance never supported that bill. But he want to come to you, an ordinary American, and say that he is interested to ensure you have a decent living standard and that he is not going to allow immigration to take place in the United States of America. But as I have already said, J.D. Vance is working for billionaires. And you know what the billionaires are interested in? Cheap labor. So this whole issue narrative that JD Vance and other individuals are going to stop immigration, don't buy into that kind of an idea. That narrative is not going to be fulfilled by JD Vance. JD Vance doesn't deserve your vote in 2028. Just do a different or use a different candidate instead of JD Vance. To remind JD Vance of how valuable your vote is to go ahead and seek a different individual who, even if he never made any promises to you, but not the one who made a promise and he went ahead and destroyed that promise. One of the things which you are going to realize is that individuals like JD Vance are going to jump on podcasts, on maybe different social media platforms to promote their new agendas. But what have they done with the previous promises which they made? They have done nothing and they have realized that time has catched up with them. So individuals like J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, observing how brutal they have been to ordinary Americans, this should always inform you that these are individuals who should not be in office, and that is going to happen in 2028. Anyway, I like your thoughts more, especially when it comes to JD Vance finding a new religion, that is Catholicism. Do you buy into that idea, or he is just using the Bible, religion, Catholic Church to advance his agenda? I like your thoughts in the comment section. Go ahead, subscribe, share, like. See you in my next one. Siku njema.